Hello, everyone. Pinup Miami here, and today I'm going to show you guys how to tips and tricks on how to brighten your under eyes using the color pink. Yes, pink. Now, before we get started, I want to say that in 2 weeks I'm going to be in Charleston hosting the pinup contest at the 10th annual Rockabillaque show, and I'm so excited. 10 years. It's going to be a roster of beautiful ladies rocking the stage for the pinup contest. There's a roster of music, vendors. It's going to be so fun. So make sure to check it out if you're in Charleston, or make a little road trip, and show off your hot rod if you have one. If not, just show up and enjoy a good time. You can dance. There's restaurants. There's like a really cute coffee shop. There's so much to do. I always have fun there. So I can't wait to see you there. Make sure in the comments, make sure to say hello. Thank you. And before we get started, I also want to say thank you for you. Oh my God, I'm like tongue-tied today. Thank you guys for always watching. I truly appreciate it. And if you're watching after the fact, well, welcome. You can follow me on my social channels, Pinup Miami on everything. And now before we get started, I forgot to do a show and tell last week, but today I'm going to do a small show and tell. This time is not vintage, but it's a cool Halloween find after Halloween, but Halloween is every day for some people. It's this mirror. It's a Casper little hand mirror, and it has a moon and a star, and it's just a cute. You guys can see, I touch the screen, you can see me, and you can see the camera far away. Maybe not. But yeah, I guess I already dirtied it. But yeah, my mirror, and it's so cute, isn't he? It's like he could just come on all my makeup adventures with me. All right. So in case you see this like in the screen, you know now what that is. I'm going to see how that works, because I have all my makeup up here and I don't have a spot to put my mirror. So bear with me. Now, today we're going to do something really fun. I thought I'd show you 2 different techniques on each eye. I already did eye makeup and my foundation, and I haven't contoured or done any blush or any highlighting, because I really wanted to show that on the screen, because usually I do this step before I do that. So yeah. All right. So on this eye, I wanted to show, I don't really wear a lot of concealer, but I'm going to show you for the purposes of a normal concealer I would do, and how adding a little pink, even if it's from a cream blush, how it will brighten up your under eyes. Now make sure that the blush that you use, it has a creamy consistency and it doesn't have glitter, unless you really like that shiny glitter under your eyes. I don't recommend it. Alrighty, so I'm going to be using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer. And when I do a normal, now I forgot if it's CoverGirl. They do have a brightening that is pinkyish, that could also do the same effect. But I also always love going in with concealer, because that way you match the foundation that you have in your face. And then I always get asked when I talk about concealer, like, how do I choose the correct concealer for my face? Now, the recommendation is different for everyone, and it's your preference, because some people really like a bright under eye, a bright center on their face. But I'd recommend not to go any lighter than 2 to 3 shades of your foundation. So, if you want to make it easy, if you use Estee Lauder, I went 2 shades lighter. I don't like it too bright under the eyes, but it really gives that brightness on there. All right, so when I apply concealer, we can see this is normal. Every human has this. It's just lighting when things look different. But I like to put it not too heavy in the inner corner right here, and in the outer. Now I like to dab it, because I always feel like if I go, you just remove everything that you put on your face. So, and a little lower down. Okay, I'm going to let that set for a few. Now for the other eye, we're going to do it with the pink first. Oh, put this little guy down. So I'm using the Tarte Cream Blush in Big Ego. I don't really like Tartes, but I don't really wear a lot of cream blush. So I'm just going to use whichever finger And I'm just going to dab it under my eye. Let me lift my hat up a little bit. So I'm just going to put it in the inner to the out. And I'm poking my eye. So I'm just going from the center to the outside. Under eye. I feel like I'm poking myself with my nail. So it's going to look crazy. Crazy pink. Oh, hello, Vivian. Then I'm going to set now you're going to use your concealer to bring it in. But again, that pinkness, when you start blending in, it's going to blend all in your under eye and brighten it up. I'm going to go in with a little bit of concealer. So we're mixing the concealer with the pink. Now, you're going to get your brush. And why does pink brighten your eyes? I see that in the comments. It's because, think about it, if the color pink on your skin will make it lighter. Color theory. All right, so I'm gonna blend the under eye. Let me not cover my face. And you'll see that automatically it'll start it'll start like really brightening the under eye. And you see how that effect that I had under my eye just not become as pronounced. It's so weird to hear my reflection, and I mean not my reflection, my voice from the other room, because my boyfriend is so supportive. He's watching me in the other room. That's sweet. All right, so I'm gonna blend that in, and you already see that difference of like how bright my face is already. So when I add the blush and the contour, it really like makes me look more awake. And now in the other eye, we're gonna blend the same way. I'm just tapping soft, and you don't want to hit it too hard. All right, and don't get nervous because it's pink, but we're gonna feel the effect here, and it's gonna give a different look. I went live on TikTok before here to show how I did my eye makeup. Oh no, which eye was I using? Okay. So this one's gonna look a little different, but I wanted to show you guys the difference. You see? I like the pink because it gives more life to your face. Ooh! I dropped that really far. So let's get another one. I'll blend that out. So it's just all preference. It still brightens up the face. Which is you guys liking so far? You definitely see the brightness there. But the pink gives it a brightness with a more natural finish. Now I'm going to go in with if you really want to go with like the whole pink theme, they do have pink powder, setting powder, but I have translucent powder. I'm going to set both sides. I'm using the One Size Beauty. That is almost over. You know, I got this little size because I wasn't sure if I'm going to love it, but I'm loving it. All right, so then I'm going to take this and set my under eyes. And just tap it in. It's going to look even. I just love how powder makes everything look like a filter, right? Then we're going to do the other side. And now, you know, the one thing, you're going to be scared. It's going to look nice, but it won't look awesome until you have everything put together. So this is where the influencers say, okay, I'll be back with the final look. But you guys will be here for the final look. All right, so you see it brightens it up, but it gives a different effect. So that's what I really wanted to show you guys today. Now let's continue with finishing off with some contouring and putting blush. I'm going to go light. I'm just going to put, I'm trying to go off my camera, but it's not going to come out as nice. Just, I like to use dot methods depending on what applicator. This one is the Fit Me number 55. And then I'm just going to blend it. I always start in my chin and bring it all the way back. Everything I want to push back. And then when I do my cheeks or anywhere else, because sometimes I do up here, but since I always wear a hat, like I don't want to dirty the hat. I always go up. Oh, look, I didn't finish. What is that? You don't see it there, but I see it in person. All right, so here I like to go up because I never want to drag this down. See, I just put a light, and you see that it creates such a beautiful little cheek there. And then roll it up. That's why I like the little, this is the Real Technique one, I think. And just roll it up. All right. Then we're going to clean it up because sometimes, you know, you do go a little lower and you don't mean to. So we're going to go in with the concealer and do the same thing. Well, before we go to concealer, I always like to do all the bronzer first. You know, I want to put a little bit, just a tad. I don't think I have a weird nose, but sometimes I do like to put just a little bit. And then just blend it out. I'm like covering the camera. See, you can see the difference that makes. Now, do I do this every day? No. I think I only contour when I'm going for an evening event. Because even for like car shows that I know I'm going to get a little moist, just to prevent anything, I don't really do it. But who am I? Sometimes I do. And the great thing about contouring is like what a difference like it could make your nose look. You could make it look crooked if you don't do it right. And then like you see like it's a little too round now, so I'm just going to put a little bit here. Just a tad. Just a bit. And then blend it out. Now make sure you blend this out because if not, you see, now I made my nose a little crooked. I'm just kidding. All you gotta do is blend, blend, blend. Beautiful. Then we're gonna go in with the same concealer that we used earlier. And we're gonna clean up the cheeks here. And brighten up anything you want to brighten. We already did under the eyes. I always do that separately because I feel like the eye area is so sensitive in itself. All right, so then we're gonna blend in all the places you want to highlight. Here is perfect to clean any, really keep it snatched. Okay. Yeah, you see it really cleans it up, creates that kind of. And you see, I don't go up for this one. I go straight up and down and tapping it. Tap, 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 tap. Tapping it away. I like saying the word tap because secretly, I guess it's not a secret if you've heard me in real life, but I want to learn how to tap dance. So I like it. Instead of beating your face, I like saying tap. Because in my head, I might not tap dance, but I'm tapping my face. All right. So you see, it keeps everything together. You can go over if you want to go anything harsher, darken anything else. And then I'm going to go in and set this. Now, since we're using a cream blush on the side, I'm going to put a cream blush underneath. Where did I just had this in my hand. Oh, put it on my left. So I'm going to take the cream blush with this ring finger and just put it here and blend it. Now, I love putting the blush on the top here You see, just putting the blush, what a difference it makes in the way that your face looks. Putting it in the back instead of the front. Now, if you want to have fuller cheeks, then I would go closer to the front. I'm trying to avoid the full cheek look because I'm already a full girl, you know. But we're gonna put this in the back here and just tapping it. And a little bit goes a long way. Like you saw, I just have like a little bit on my finger. And now you could see how the pink under eye blends with this, right? It just gives it like a natural, like, again, it's the look you're going for. I just love both. Now I'm gonna set my contour with my favorite palette ever. I know this is much of a splurge and it sells out a lot. But I gotta say that if you really want something that it's all in one, I'm not a sponsor or anything for Dior, but if Dior is somehow watching, hey, love you. But I know they're not. So this is a great set for. This is the only thing I go to for blush. Like I don't even use a cream one. I'm using it for the purpose of this video, but this is all I wear on my face when it comes to contouring and everything. So I use like a little poofy brush, blush brush, and just hit it right where the blush is. Again, I always tap, I don't swipe because you put on this makeup and you just don't want to scrape it off. Same thing on this side. And you see, this just adds that like final little touch. Then we're going to go in for the contour now. For the setting the bronzer, it has these two colors. Now, what I love to do is to mix both by rubbing them like this. Okay. And I'm not putting a lot. I'm only going to put enough to like just highlight and add a little shimmer because this has shimmer in it. And add it. Oh, I didn't mean to get some blush. And add it like towards the back of my neck. Really warm up the face after putting so much foundation on it. And right in the hairline. So really adding that warmth back after we put foundation on our faces. Trying to do this just using the camera viewer. All right, and last is the highlighter. Now, I love this highlighter. Now, I don't know where my highlighter brush is, but usually I have a fluffy brush. You can use your fingers in any of this, but I'm just going to take this brush from Morphe and just hit it where I want softly. You really want a fluffy brush to do this? Now, I already put lipstick on, but I usually put some in my Cupid's bow and right here. See, it really adds that little shine. So I'm trying to add it right here. And you could be creative and add it at any high points. Like I really want this to pop up against all the other makeup. And then, since again, I told you guys I love this highlighter, I like to add some to my inner corners. You see? Adds a little shine. Now, I would do this before I do my liner, but you could still get some of that shimmer in there. And sometimes on my brow bone. And then I'm going to get a big puffy brush. And using the translucent powder, go all over my face, but barely touching my face. So basically, I'm just going to dip this in here, tap any excess product, and literally just do like a little circular motion just to set anything into place, set everything into place. Ideally, you would do this before your lipstick. I guess I am really running out of this. All right, and then do the other side. Again, you're softly touching and rotating. This is literally just to set everything, put a little powder over it to make it look skin-like. Yep. And it feels nice. And don't be scared. You're not going to rub your makeup away. You could literally see the difference in my under eyes. And then I always like between every step, before I did this contouring, I sprayed some setting spray. And then I like to spray some more. Now, I've been testing out a theory with setting spray that I saw online that you're supposed to drench your face with this and let it dry so that your makeup stays longer. Have I tried it? I don't know, because I feel like the makeup would come off, because I guess it wouldn't. I don't know. I tried it once, but I didn't go too far how it's supposed to go. So I could say it wasn't fully tested. All right, so let's fix this hat up. Let's fix the look. I only have 2 little small strips of lashes on there. And yeah, so what do you guys think? So this is the under eye with the pink blush, and this is with the concealer. So you really see the difference there of if you're going for a more natural like highlight under the eyes, I'd say go this one. And it does hold up really good, especially after you set it. And like I said, it blends seamlessly with your blush, so it gives it like a natural, I'd even say lifting, because you're having like the blush connected, so it looks like it's all together. And then here is just a concealer, which really does brighten your eyes. So like the power of makeup, guys, like that's why I love makeup. I love playing with makeup. You could be a clown, you could be snatched, you could contour your nose till it's broken. So there's so many things you could do. But I honestly think this look is really good for like a nice natural look. This one if you're going for more dramatic. But again, to each their own. But thank you all for joining today, even though I've been stuttering a lot. Next week I have something planned. I thought, since I'm on the fence. I love to get you guys' opinion in the comments, but the Priscilla movie. Next week's look is going to be a Priscilla look. Decided on that. That's happening. But I feel like the Priscilla conversation is a little controversial because maybe in my head, I don't know who else has conversations in their head, but I feel like it's controversial because you have Priscilla, who in the back of my head, I think just is money hungry. That's probably an unpopular opinion. And now she has this movie that came out that apparently like her daughter didn't approve of because she saw the script. I don't know, but the daughter really didn't know Elvis. I don't know people's lives. I'm still gonna watch it to see what's up. But I keep hearing the reviews that they paint Elvis to be terrible. I mean, we're never in the same room. We never know what's happening. So that way, just treat everybody fairly, I guess. And I'm not judging Priscilla at all. I think she's the reason why Elvis is also Elvis today, because she kept his estate alive, kept it up, and did everything that a lot of people that wouldn't know Elvis have to be grateful for her. So yeah, I just think it's such an interesting story that is coming out now. All right, that is my thinking, my nightly thought in my head. All right, everyone. I'll see you next week for Priscilla Look. And have a beautiful day or night. And it's so weird that I feel like I'm talking to you guys at midnight because the time difference, 8 o'clock, but it feels like midnight. Can't you agree? All right. Thank you guys. I'm just blabbing on. See you next week and have a fabulous night.